Okay, lesson 4.4, we're going to prove triangles congruent using side lengths. First postulate, or the only postulate in here, is the side-side-side congruence postulate. So it basically says that I have three sides of one triangle congruent to three sides of a second triangle. And you just match up the corresponding sides. So AB, as you can see here, RS, BC, ST, and AC, RT. Okay, we're going to use this congruence postulate to just write a very basic proof, and the proof is just going to be listing the congruency. Again, the Geo proof tip sheet is on Schoology that will help you. The first thing I would do is mark my common side, and that's the first thing that I'm going to list then. LM is congruent to LM, and that's the reflexive property. And that's one pair of sides, and we're already given that KL is congruent to NL, and KM is congruent to NM. So we have side, side, side. So triangle KLM is congruent to NLM. Okay, so you want to try the guided practice and see if the congruent statement is true. And that would be that you're matching up your sides, and that would be your explanation. Or you don't have sides matching. So you can pause the video and try that, come back, and check your answers. If you watched the first video, I think I missed this. They are set up with side, side, but it's not written in corresponding order. So this first one is actually a no. So if you watched the first video and you saw that, I apologize. Okay, when we are looking at a diagram, coordinate plane, we need to find our side lengths, and we can basically figure out what this one is. This one has a side lengths of, counting spaces, 3, 4, and naturally we could find the length of PR, by using, this would be -1, R is -1, 1, and P is -5, 4. So finding the length of RP, square root of -1 minus -5 squared plus 1 minus 4 squared is 16 plus 9, which is the square root of 25, which equals 5. So that's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So looking at letter A, I'm going to look at the first 2 points. I can see that the length is going to be 1 minus 5, which is 4. And then looking at, so we'll say this is for -1, 1, -1, 5. And then looking at the last two, -1, 5, and -4, 5, would be -1 minus -4, which would be 3. And then I need to find the length of the first and last point. So we have square root of -1 minus -4 plus 1 minus 5 squared. So this gives me 9 plus 16. And I can see that will then be the same, so it's A. If A did not work, you would have to do that for each of those choices until you found one that was 3, 4, 5 lengths. Okay, so the guided practice I'm going to do with you, I suggest we graph these so we can look at it a little easier. These are these lower quadrants. And just make it look. Okay, so I'm going to plot, and I'll plot these in different colors. Blue, J is -3, 1, 2, 3, -2, 1, 2. So there's J. K is 0, -2. And L is -3, 1, 2, 3, 8. So about here. So JK is horizontal. We can find that length is just -3 minus 0, which is 3. And I can find KL really easily. I'm sorry, not KL. My bad. JL. Wasn't thinking there a minute. JL. JL is vertical. So it would be -2 minus -8, which is 6. Finding KL, square root of 0 minus -3 squared plus -2 minus -8 squared gives me 9 plus 6 squared is 36, which is the square root of 45. Okay, now let's change colors. We'll make this one red. And check out RST. R is 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is R. R is 0, 10, 0 is R. 10, -3, 1, 2, 3 is S. and 40 is T. So for them to be congruent, I need side, side, side. So we can do length of TR, horizontal. So I just need the X's. 10 minus 4, 6. We can do RS, which would be 0 minus -3. And then find the length of TS. Square root of. So we get 36 here and 9. So they are congruent side, side, side. And that's how we show that. Just showing that everything is congruent. Solving a real-world problem. Explain why the bench with a diagonal support is stable while the one with without the support. Okay, so with the support, we now have triangles with fixed side lengths. These shapes will not change. And without, think about that, if there are big guys on there, this will wobble. So the shape changes. So looking at these, think if they would be stable or not. Think if there would be any movement that you could have at all. Pause the video and then check your answers. All right, then closing the lesson. How can you use side lengths to prove triangles are congruent? And you just show the sides can be matched. To have 3 pair corresponding sides congruent. And this ends the lesson.